Hello and welcome to another video here. I kind of got inspired to do this by my friend Frank. He's doing something similar on his channel. I'm going to do a Shougai Shinro sort of a rewatch slash review. I'm going to go through and do each tournament up to a certain point. I don't really know when, but definitely these first tournaments, I'll definitely be doing that for. Maybe for most of the tournaments, just not like the new ones that'll be like coming out in the future. So maybe the first 20 or something, but yeah, so I'm just gonna rewatch Shougai Shinro here and sort of give my thoughts, the behind the scenes and everything. Frank's doing it on his channel with Casey Gyakuten, which is his sort of spin-off version of Ninja Warrior. And that's what Shougai Shinro is on this channel. So yeah, so let's rewatch Shougai Shinro Season 1. It's in 2 videos, so we will just get it started. So this sort of beginning shot here, I ended up using that for like the beginning parts of like a lot of tournaments. But this fun fact, this clip right here, this video is actually, I'll keep playing it, but it's a new video. It wasn't filmed back then, as you can see. You can tell, well, you probably, I don't know if you can tell from my old videos, but we never used to have that deck there. So this video was actually taken when I re-edited these seasons back in, when did I start doing this? 2021 is when I re-edited all the seasons to be put on this channel. This was maybe was it the second time that I re-edited these or not? Because I originally had them edited when I originally put them on my old channel back in 2011. And then I don't know if I did ever edit them or not, but I don't know. But yeah, so this clip is not actually from the day that it kind of started, but as you can see in the first few tournaments, I sort of had a theme of like having like a like sort of video of like something that was just like, in this case, it was like this tree. I know for some of the other tournaments, it's just like another tree or something, but that's just what I decided to do. Just because I guess that's technically kind of where Shougai Shinro all started, was right there at that tree. So yeah, so let's continue. Some clips of Ninja Warrior Homemade. I should talk about that too. That came before Shougai Shinro. I could actually do a series on sort of review on that as well. I will think about that. Maybe that could be something I could do maybe over the winter more, just to have more content. So I will definitely think about that, because there's definitely a lot to talk about there, especially because I'm missing like half the videos, so I can give more context on those seasons. There were 7 seasons of that before we went and started Shougai Shinro. So yeah, maybe I could do that, but let's continue on. So just some more clips from the Ninja Warrior Homemade tournaments. That was me failing stage 4. And now to Shougai Shinro Season 1, where this all started. I should probably stop rocking on this chair because it's moving the camera, but all right. And this, for the only time ever in any sort of Ninja Warrior Homemade or Shougai Shinro tournament, we had a race to kind of determine the run order. After this, we really didn't have a set run order, but this was the only time we really like decided to have like an actual run order, like decided by some sort of like trial, or in this case it was a race. And we did that just because we kind of also wanted to sort of up the production value of this from Ninja Warrior Homemade, and you can tell even just the way we edited it, it was meant to be more high quality than the Ninja Warrior Homemade series. And so we did do a race for this one, and obviously whoever got first got to pick which spot they wanted to take in the running order on stage 1. And just because also we had a lot more people this tournament. Obviously, we have 3 competitors this tournament. That's the most we've never had more than 3, but I think there was 1 or 2 tournaments also that we also had 3. But yeah, so I'll just start the race now. Oh, that's not what I want. Come on. Why is it not starting? There we go. So the race started, and obviously me being faster, I took the lead kind of right away. We had to go all the way and touch that tree and then sort of run back around the barn. So I did that. And going around the other side. And let me pause it again. All right. This controller is kind of dumb when it comes to pausing this. So the rule was you were supposed to run down the sidewalk here, touch the porch, and then run back to the tree we started at. Obviously, I was way in the lead, so the other 2 decided to cheat and run straight for the tree. And I think I still almost beat them, or maybe not, I don't know. But technically, because they broke the rules, I won the race. So you'll see afterwards, I just told them to run to the porch, and whoever made it there first would get the second pick, and it was Emily in the green shirt there. As you can see, we did have another camera guy there. That was one of my old friends, Josh. For some reason, he didn't want to compete, but he still helped us film, which is nice, but I wish he would have competed. He probably would have been a really good competitor in Shougai Shinro, especially in these early tournaments. He was just as probably, if not more, athletic than I was back then, so he definitely could have gone far in this competition. But yeah, so yeah, I won the race. Then they just had to run back to the porch, and whoever won that would get seconds, and it wasn't much of a race, but yeah. So I got the first place, Emily got second, and Autumn got third, as you can see. And when it came to deciding where I wanted to run, I didn't want to go first, but I also didn't want to go last for some reason. So I decided to take second, like running second on stage 1. Emily wanted to take first, and then Autumn took last. So that's kind of how that worked out. A unique event for Shougai Shinro to have a race like this in the beginning. Obviously, there was nothing like that since then. So, yeah. There's the run order. Oh, wait, what? Why am I last? That might be wrong. I swear I went second, but I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. So stage 1, this stage 1 is actually pretty similar to stage 1s in the most recent era, I guess, kind of outdoor, fully outdoor stage 1s. Those were kind of a thing of the past in these early tournaments until I brought them back in this last sort of era in season 16.
Okay.
But
okay, this is your first time. 60-second time.
You can tell the quad steps here, jumping from the cinder blocks back and forth. We did sort of space them apart differently for each competitor. And this is one of the first times we ever had multiple camera angles. So, yeah. Then this was supposed to be sort of the barrel, well, I don't know what you call it. Something, and then rapid descent there. Just sort of climbing over and then jumping back over the rope. And obviously that was adjusted for each competitor too. This balance beam, and then sprinting to the little sign up there and to finish. And Emily cleared with 29 seconds left, which actually ended up being the fastest time on stage 1. One of the fastest times ever, I think, on stage 1, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if I've beaten that. I don't know if I've had stage one with more than 29 seconds left on the clock. And all the other Shougai Shinros, I'll have to fact check that. I don't remember. That could be an all-time stage one time record. Not in terms of fastest time completing the course, but because I know I've done faster than that, but in terms of how much time is left on the clock. So either way, that was an impressive run to start Shougai Shinro off. And next, oh, I guess Autumn. Oh no, I think I remember what happened. Okay, I guess I did go last, I think. Because originally Josh, the other guy with the other camera, was going to compete. So I picked third, because then there would be four of us, but then he didn't. So I think I still ended up going last. Maybe that's what happened. So now Autumn did pretty good in Ninja Warrior Homemade, but Shougai Shinro, she wasn't the greatest. And she failed the first obstacle right there. Just kind of placed her feet wrong and stumbled. So we did have one stage one failure, and now it is my turn on stage one.
Ready?
So you can see the quad steps are a bit further apart for me. It was actually kind of difficult, and especially because I was wearing sandals for some reason, but it was in the middle of summer. And the rapid descent.
Let's go.
This one, for some reason, I just decided to jump all the way over the thing and almost run into Emily on the other side. Balance beam, I almost slipped off this and failed. Like right there, that was really close. And I'm going to clear with, looks like around 20 seconds left or something like that. 19 seconds. Okay, so pretty good time, but Emily was 10 seconds faster. So that is stage one of Shougai Shinro season one. Autumn failed the quad steps, and me and Emily both cleared to go to stage number two. It was a good stage one. Obviously, I almost failed, so I say Emily definitely had the best run out of any of us. And I just sort of took my time running back to stop the clock. Because in these and in a lot of Shougai Shinro tournaments, I was never really too concerned about having a good time. I was more so just trying to clear efficiently to, save my energy. I never really tried to go really fast and, have a really good time on a stage. I've had some good times, but that's never been my primary focus going into one of these tournaments. So now we have stage two. Let's get to stage two. And here is stage two of Shougai Shinro, season one.
Okay. This is stage two. 3, 2, 1, go.
So this is a downhill balance beam, and then kind of a quad step thing with rocks. Then this one, I think it was kind of hard to see. We had two sort of boards set up, and you kind of had to like jump to it and then just come back down, and you had to run, touch the tree, and then run sort of all the way back to the beginning. We had to do sort of the uphill balance beam and then kind of cross over the little rock wall thing. So Emily making good time again, and she got all the way to the balance beam and then crossing the rocks, and then right there she stumbled because the rule was you had to cross that sort of little wall of rocks and then get both feet onto that rock. And if you did that, then you cleared. But obviously she sort of stumbled on the rocks there, and obviously her one foot was down there, so she failed right at the very end of stage two. So that was a little disappointing. Would have been fun to see someone else on stage three, because obviously I'm the only one who's ever made it to stage three. But this was a difficult stage two. So yeah, so let's keep going. Yeah, a lot of those rocks were sort of unsteady. See it right there, that one moved. And yeah.
You have 60 seconds, Evan.
And now my turn. And a little bit of an interesting story about this run.
Not yet. No. Go.
And here I go, and I fail right there. So originally, when we did this tournament and when I edited it, and for the longest time, honestly, we didn't think I failed there. But turns out I actually did. So I kept running the course, and I actually fail at the end when I sort of come all the way back around and go back up the balance beam at the end. As I go up the balance beam, I sort of lose my balance and fall off. So that's where I kind of actually failed, or well, not actually failed, but that's where I failed in the original sort of run. And we thought that's where I failed for the longest time. But it was actually when I re-edited these seasons to go on this Wolf Saw 17 channel, I actually noticed that, hey, it might kind of look like I failed there. And so I really went in depth with it. And sure enough, I did actually step on the ground. So not that big of a difference. I still failed the stage either way, but this is a little more accurate now. So yeah, you can see right there, I clearly step off it. So both of us fail state. Oh, I did put it in the video. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Go.
So this is the sort of full version of my stage 2 run. That one a little better. You see, I did sort of jump to that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Shougai Shinro Season 1. It was a really good tournament. It was a lot of fun to do. The most people we've ever had there, 3 competitors and then one other person to help run the cameras. And as you can see, that's sort of where I sort of stumble and fall off. And that is it for Shougai Shinro Season 1. So yeah, that's about it. Not much else to say. It was a really fun tournament to do, especially for the very first season. I'm happy with how it went. And yeah, that's about all I have to say for that tournament. This is probably going to be one of the longer videos, actually, because I don't know if I'll have that much to talk about on the other ones, but I will definitely still go through the other ones. This video is going kind of long, so I won't do these like every single day or whatever. I'll try and space these out a bit, but that is it for sort of a review of Shougai Shinro Season 1. And yeah, thank you for watching, and go check out Frank's reviews of his series Casey Gakutin, also known as Sasuke Alabama. So yeah, make sure to check those out, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.